Hi, I'd like to share a simple flashcard game that I've developed in ABAP and JavaScript that's powered by a machine learning audio model and created trained with Teachable Machine. First, we'll take a look at the game and how to play it, and then run through the steps on how to set it up with your very own audio model. To start the game, open your favorite browser and launch the BSP application. Here you can see that I am running the ABAP Developer Edition server, which is also the server that I've developed this game on. And this is the player selection screen. It shows you all the players that you have set up for the game. Here I have a demo player setup, a baby version of me. And to play a game, click on the blue arrow button next to the profile. On this screen, it will show you the games that are available for the selected player. I have one game currently set up and it's called ABC and 123. It is configured with an audio model that I've trained with my voice, saying the alphabets A, B, C, and the numbers 1, 2, and 3. So to start the game, just simply press the start game button. There's now a audio background music that's playing, so I'm going to pause that for the purpose of this recording. Right at the top is a timer bar. It shows you how much time you have left before it goes to the next flashcard. Right in the middle is the flashcard image itself that changes automatically when the timer is up. And down at the bottom left is a question counter where the current question is displayed as colored blue. And if you've answered any questions correctly, it will turn to green and play a little sound. Let's try it out and play it again. 1, B, C, C, A, 3, 2, 2. And there you have it, a really simple flashcard game that's powered by a machine learning audio model. If you want to know how to set this game up, continue to watch the rest of the video. First, we'll take a quick look at Teachable Machine, what it is, and how you can train your own machine learning model without any coding experience. Head over to the Teachable Machine website, teachablemachine.google.com. It is basically a web-based tool that you can train your own machine learning models, right? So you can see that it's capable of training 3 different types of models. And the one that I've used in the game is the audio model. To train your own model, just click on the menu and select New Project. And then for the purpose of the game, I use the audio project. All right, so I'm going to head on to my model that I've trained. So here I have the model that I've trained for the demo. It has my voice recording of me saying A, B, C, and 1, 2, and 3. And once the samples are extracted and set, we proceed to train the model. The training time depends on the speed of your computer, and my model is already trained, and we can simply test it directly from the browser. So I'm going to turn on the input, and here you can see that it's listening to my voice and trying to predict what I'm saying, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to give it a try, like A, B, C, and there you have it. Just a simple test. Finally, all that's left to do is to export the model so we can use it in the game. To export, you have 2 options. The first is to upload the model and get a publicly shareable link, or you can choose to download the model in a zip file that will contain 3 files. In this case, I have downloaded the model and uploaded it to the VSP applications demo assets folder, and these are the 3 files: the metadata.json, model.json, and a weights.bin file. Okay, so the next step is to configure and set up the player, game, and questions in ABAP. So we'll run the transaction ZZATM setup, and you'll get to this setup screen. And first, we'll set up a player. And here you can see that I already have the demo player set up. There are a few settings on this screen, mostly to give you a better game experience, like choosing your own background music or sound effects, and also setting up a profile picture. You can also turn on a debug mode, and what that'll do is show the class labels as well as the scores at the bottom of the screen during gameplay. So let's take a look at that. If I hit start game, you'll see that, it's got the class labels and the scores as it's listening to my voice. Okay, let's stop that. So this is good, when I was trying to see if the model that I have trained was any good or not, and how to tune the probability match settings and so on and so forth. I'm going to stop that and go back to the configuration screen. All right, so once you have a player setup, let me just turn off the debug mode for now. You'll get into the next setting, which is the creation of a game. All right, and to create a game, all you have to do is give it a game name and select the game type. Well, I know there's only one option right now, which is the flashcard game, but this gives me the flexibility of potentially creating new games in the future and routing it to a different page. The most important setting here is the game model, which is the where you configure the model to use for the game, and you can configure different models for different games, or maybe reuse the same model for a different game as well. The match probability is the minimum score that you want the game to check and determine that it is the correct answer. A 100% confidence match is scored at 1.00, and you'll just have to tweak this setting with your own model and game experience. Finally, the time to answer is the setting for the timer bar on the screen that shows the number of seconds before it changes to the next question. So let's walk through setting up a new game quickly. And to make things easy, I'll just copy the existing game. And this time we'll just say learn ABC and remove a couple of questions. So let's just copy that and type in learn ABC. Oops. And we'll copy all the dependent entries. We'll keep the rest of the configuration or settings exactly the same and head into the questions configuration. So this is where you will match the flashcard image to the class label or array index in your audio model. Now, if you open up the metadata.json file and here, you'll see that the word labels array, and this is the index that you need to match it to. So for example, like A is at position 1, B at position 2, C at position 3. So with that in mind, we'll go into the Learn ABC game that we want to create. Array index 1, 2, and 3. We'll match it to the image A, B, and C. We'll remove these other entries and hit save. So that completes the setup of a new game, and we can go and test it out. So if I refresh this page, we'll see now two games. There's ABC123 and the Learn ABC. And if we start this game here, you can see there's now just 3 questions in this game. So that's it. I mean, I hope you found this little project to be interesting. And if you're interested to try it out, the game source is available on my GitHub repository. It's right here in a link. It's called ABAP Teachable Machine. It's got a relatively described or detailed README that hopefully will get you started in terms, on how to set it up and play the game as well. And thanks for watching.